Good morning, everybody. Steve here with the Raiken Profit YouTube channel. And today we're going to be talking about one of the best brands that sell in the men's clothing category for some pretty awesome profits. So if you're an eBay seller, if you go to thrift stores, garage sales, flea markets, or maybe you're just getting started and you're learning about making money selling clothing on eBay, I want to talk about a brand that you can go out and find for $2, $3, $4, $5, depending on where you live, and sell for 30, 40, or 50 bucks. This is a brand named Kuhl. Now, it's not Cool, it's actually Kuhl. And I'm going to share with you some real life examples about 10 items within the Kuhl brand that sold recently on eBay. And the goal of this is for you to go out there, recognize this brand when you're flipping through clothing racks and, pick it up and put it on eBay and sell it. Kuhl's a really popular outdoor brand. It could be compared to, brands like Patagonia, North Face, maybe even Orvis to an extent, but it's a very popular outdoor active brand that can make you some awesome money. So I'm going to wait for everybody to pour in right now. And I am looking over on my other computer screen right now to see if anybody is hopping in the comments. So if you are watching live right now, welcome to the show. It looks like we got Cade G in the house saying, "What's up, Raiken?" Good to see you, Cade. We got Thrift and Flip RA saying morning. Good morning to you as well. I just got back from the gym right now, so rocking my little sleeveless shirt right now, but having a great morning and looking forward to sharing this brand with you folks. So if you're selling on eBay, if you're flipping clothing on eBay, let me know in the comments, how long have you been selling clothing? What's your experience been? I've been selling clothing on eBay for over 5 years, and that's pretty much how I got started. And I love selling clothing. It's abundant. It's all over the place. You can get it cheap for the most part. If you can't get it cheap off the bat, definitely go to the half off sales and the discount days at your thrift stores. But everybody needs it, right? Until the day comes where people are walking around naked, people are going to need clothing. And if you ever walk into your local mall and go to the retail stores, prices of these, especially designer clothing items, are so freaking expensive. So the average person, who's living paycheck to paycheck, and even people who are just living a little more frugal, they're going on eBay to look for these designer clothes. Instead of spending, $100 for, a Lacoste polo, they're coming on and paying 20, 25. So we're going to talk about the brand Kuhl. It's an awesome brand. We got Better Barbie saying, "Wow, caught you live." Good to see you, Barbie. Cade has been selling on eBay for a couple of years, but never done clothes. So you're definitely going to learn some stuff right now. So before we get into the show, let me do a little screen share really quick. I've been doing a lot of these videos where I'm sharing different brands. If you didn't get a chance to watch yesterday's video, definitely check it out. I went over a brand called Willis & Geiger, which is one of the top brands you want to be on the lookout for. It can make you 50 to 100 bucks profit all day long. For the folks who are new to this channel, I do have a couple of guides that I've created. One of them is called 101 Killer Clothing Brands, and the second one is 102 Killer Clothing Brands. These are two ebooks that I've created. That's 203 different brands. So if you're looking to get started selling clothing on eBay and you're not sure what brands to buy and sell, you could obviously watch a lot of my free videos. But if you're looking to save time, which, learning about 203 brands is probably like 300 hours of research. If you want to save time, I am running a special sale for the next couple days only on both of my guides. And instead of it being, usually they're $67 each or $97 for both, I'm running a sale for 20 bucks. So that's literally one item. All you got to do is find one item out of these 203 brands, and it'll pay for itself. And it's definitely something that could, get you moving in the right direction. And it's not just a list of brands. You might think I'm just giving you a compilation of, 203 brands. It's actually way more than that. For each brand, you're going to get a picture of the tag so you can recognize it when you're out there sourcing. 3 estimated resale values, lower end items, the middle price points, and the high end. So you can kind of gauge, because each item within a brand is going to be either lower, middle, or high grade. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video, what you should buy for each one of those 203 brands, what you should avoid. And this is huge right here, because when you're selling clothing, it's not the same as selling a board game. Each item, depending on the material, the size, the pattern, if it has embroideries, the design, it's really going to differ the value on it. So that's huge. So you're going to get what to buy, what to avoid in each brand, buyer demand to learn about how popular it is, the risk, which considers sell-through rates. And for each brand, you're going to get a Raiken profit jackpot. So if you're just getting started selling clothing, know that for each brand, there's usually one or two items that really sell for like significantly more than the average item within that brand. You're going to get that in that guide. So let's get into the video. If you want those guides, it's $20 today. It's an amazing sale. First link in the description. But without further ado, let's dive into this video and talk about the brand Kuhl. Okay, so I was on the Kuhl website. It looks like Kuhl was founded in 1983. So it's been around for quite a bit. It looks like in the 80s, they really started to take off. And I believe the CEO I was reading had been like tragically killed in a car accident. And it looks like a couple of the partners ended up taking the brand to the next level. And they're very popular now. Again, they've been around for, over 30 years. Strong brand awareness in the outdoor active wear space, skiing, hiking, really anything to do with being outdoors, even fishing a little bit, but I really wouldn't consider that too much, but a very, popular outdoor brand. Here we have an item that is a half zip. I believe it's wool. Yep. Wool blend pullover sweater right here. It sold for $45. I've done very, very well with this style of item within the Kuhl brand right here. Definitely an awesome item. Again, when it comes to selling clothing, you've got to pay attention to the material. The material is going to be very, very important. And I found that within Kuhl, Kuhl, that's the brand. I'm going to show you the tag in a second. Anything that's wool. I don't know if I've sold anything cashmere within the Kuhl brand. I'm not even sure if they have that. We'll probably take a look to see. But anything that has a wool blend is always going to sell for a little bit more. But this is a very popular style. Be on the lookout for this right here. In general, mostly anything Kuhl is going to sell pretty well. It's just a very popular brand, kind of like Patagonia. But this specific style does very well. Take a look at the tag right here. Each tag might look a little bit different, and this looks appears to be the thermocore version. So, it's temperature regulating, probably really good for, very cold temperatures, but $45 right there. I mean, if you pick this thing up for $5, $6, $7, you definitely have some good profit to be made. So be on the lookout for those half zip pullovers. Here we have a listing that just sold yesterday. This is a lot of 3 pants, all size 34, waist 32 inseam. And this is a brand. Not every brand is going to work out this way, but this brand in particular, I find that it does very well lotting items together. So if you're at a thrift store and you find maybe 2 or 3 or 4 of the same size, same waist, same inseam size of this brand Kuhl, put them all together and lot them up. It doesn't seem to really take back from your overall selling price. Some brands, you have to sell the item individually to get $30. But a brand like this, lotting it up together isn't going to pull back the overall selling price per individual item too much. I'm not sure why, probably because these things get beat up and people are using them outdoors. And it just seems like people who wear Kuhl are like diehard Kuhl fans. So they sell really well lotted together. Again, here we have a lot of 3 pants. These things are strong, durable. They're meant to get beat up outdoors, and they're actually very comfortable. I love this brand. And I remember when I was in Austin, Texas recently, the Bonafide Hustler, I think it was the Bonafide Hustler or the College Picker, one of those guys, they had picked up a bunch of these. And I think it was the College Picker. Check him out on YouTube, and sold quite a few of them. So definitely an awesome item right here. You're going to find these pants probably the most common. I find a lot of the Kuhl pants, I'm over here in Connecticut. So if you're on the West Coast, probably not going to find as many because it's warmer. But if you're on the East Coast or any colder climate, you've got a good shot of finding these right here. $99.95 for a lot of 3 of these. Not bad at all. Let me know in the comments, has anybody ever sold one of these? We got Miss Solo in the house saying, hello, new here. Was watching another one of your videos when you popped up live. Yay. Well, welcome to the live broadcast. Glad to have you here. And if you guys like these types of videos where I go through and break down a brand, be sure to go down to the thumbs up button below and hit that. Lets me know I'm doing a good job. Lets me know, hey, you guys are liking this content. You know, I'll put out more videos and helps to get these videos out. So appreciate all the love and support. Jonathan says, I like shoes. Clothes take too long to sell. When it comes to selling clothing and shoes, I think they're really in the same category in terms of, you know, velocity of sales. It really comes down to buying and selling the right item. A lot of people are under the impression that, you know, a Ralph Lauren is a Ralph Lauren, a Brooks Brothers is a Brooks Brothers, right? And it's not the case. And even the same with shoes, the size, the color, the style, the material, all these things play out, the specifics of the tag. So you've got to find the right items when it comes to selling clothing. So, you know, some clothing items are a little more longer tail and they take a bit longer to sell. But when you're selling clothing, there's a lot of factors to consider. So over time, I figured out what sells and what kind of takes a little longer. But really, at the end of the day, it depends upon your specific business model. But yeah, some clothes, Jonathan, definitely take a while to sell. The same with shoes. Certain ones sell quick. Other ones take quite a bit longer. Black God says, I just started taking this serious, but I most definitely had some sales on eBay. That's awesome. Jeffrey says he should have got more for that cool pullover. Yeah, he might have been able to. It was a really unique color. Jonathan says, so many fakes in designer clothes. I don't come across a ton of fakes. You know, when I'm messing with brands like Polo, Ralph Lauren Polo and Lacoste, a lot of the polo shirts, you can tell if they're fake or not, but I wouldn't say I come across them a lot. I've gone through so many clothing racks. For me, it's like less than 1%. All right, let's move on to the next item right here and get you guys a bunch of education. So here we have a pair of Kuhl, Born in the Mountains. I'm not sure if this is the specific style, Born in the Mountains, or it's a specific keyword phrase people are searching for. I'm not 100% sure, but we got a pair of cargo shorts right here, size 38, excellent condition, $36.97. It's very challenging to find shorts out there at the thrift store that are going to sell for 25 to 35 plus. And Kuhl is definitely one of those brands. I typically always get more than 20 bucks for a pair of these shorts right here. And just depending on the color, the size, presentation, and a little bit of luck and just your pricing strategy, you can definitely get upwards to $36. Now, I probably wouldn't say that you're going to always get $36 for a pair of cargo shorts within this brand, but it's definitely possible. And if you study the sold listings, you know, you'll see that this brand can fetch a pretty dollar upwards to, you know, 30, 35 bucks, but a really nice item right here. If you're wondering, should I include measurements? Yes. For shorts, I would definitely include the, you know, the waist measurement. You could include the inseam if you'd like, but usually just the waist is fine when you're dealing with shorts. Obviously, with anything long, jeans, you wanna include that inseam as well. So definitely a cool sale right there. Next up, we have a full zip jacket within the Kuhl brand. They put vintage. I'm not sure, you know, how vintage this is. This does look a little bit dated and old and beaten up. $45 right here. You know, surprisingly, 45 bucks. The pictures are, you know, they could use a lot of improvement. You see, this picture looks like it's like a kind of a dark green, and this one, it looks black. This one kind of looks blue. So the pictures definitely could use some improvement. The description says men's size large, black vintage, 100% cotton, zippered pockets. Just goes to prove, you know, some brands, you take the worst pictures in the world and they'll still sell because of that brand awareness. People are looking for this brand. And I like that it has the zipper running parallel to the full zip. It's the little half zip right there. Cool little buttons, snap-on buttons at the end of the cuffs. Again, a lot of zippers, nice little collar. It is beaten up though. You can tell this thing has, you know, seen better days. Looks like it's got even dog hair all over it. Still $45. Let me know in the comments. Do you expect this item to sell for that much? I don't. But maybe there's something to the vintage Kuhl. I'm not an expert when it comes to older Kuhl items. I usually sell the new stuff, but definitely something to look into. Jeffrey says, I popped on one of those purple label Ralph Lauren's that same day you talked about them. It's 100% linen, good content. That's awesome, Jeffrey. Purple label, when it comes to Ralph Lauren, can bring you some big bucks. So definitely be on the lookout for that brand. And to kind of touch on that point, we were talking about it in yesterday's video. One of the cool things about watching these videos is it gives your brain something to focus on when you're out at the thrift store. Like what I mean is, like, when I watch a video like this or I go through the sold listings, I always tend to find that item like immediately after. Now, obviously, going over a brand like Willis and Geiger in yesterday's show is going to be much more rare. So you're not going to really probably find that the next day. But what you focus on, you attract into your life. I truly believe. And by studying this stuff or researching it, watching these videos, you go out there, you're really increasing your chances of finding these items. So, definitely something you want to do on a regular basis. Here we have a cool Dillinger long sleeve shirt. This is size large. Definitely a nice little outdoor shirt. Cool colors, checks and plaids. You got the double front pockets, collar. Just a nice item right here. $42.95 on this item. Now, if you don't have a mannequin, you might be thinking, can I still sell clothing? And yes, absolutely. You can still sell clothing without a mannequin. And as you see in this example, looks like this seller just laid it out on a bed sheet or something, just nice distraction-free background, and, you know, flipped over the sleeves, and it's just a nice presentation right here. $42.95. Moving down into the description, it says item is in very good overall condition. 57% cotton, 43% tencel blend. Shirt has a soft flannel feel. So yeah, this is definitely a nice material. Looks good, solid item. $42.95 is probably somewhat on the higher end of the market. I wouldn't expect it to sell that much every time, maybe 25 to 30, but just goes to prove you know, present an item nicely, and sometimes you can get some really good money for it. Next up is another pair of cargo shorts. Cool, dry, outdoors, extra large, nice green color, really poor looking picture. Guys, you want to make sure that your main picture is focused, distraction free, and is, you know, just looks clean. You got to remember, when your potential customers are flipping through the pictures, it's that main first picture that's going to catch their attention. It's going to be the title and it's going to be the picture. Now, maybe somebody was just scanning through and they were looking for an extra large, and this seller just got lucky, but not the best looking picture right here. Cool. I mean, it's all wrinkled up. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. Now, they did do a good job, and they included some measurements. Looks like they have the waist across. They've got the length of it and the inseam as well. Nice little description. Item specifics are filled out completely. And if you take a look at their feedback, they have over 1,200 feedback, 100% positive. So I'm sure that was working in their favor. But $35.99 plus $7. Be on the lookout for those cool cargo shorts. Here we have a cool parka. It's a really nice item right here. You've got the I don't know if it's a full zip, but I do see the snap buttons. You've got the little half zips running down. Lower end of the jacket, you've got the two front pockets with the hood. It looks like it's got a little fur lining, shearling hooded. This is really nice. This is an awesome item right here. This is what I like to call a Raiken profit jackpot item. If you can find something like this within the Kuhl brand, you're going to be bringing in some pretty nice profit. I can tell you that right now. If you got this thing for less than 30 bucks, really, really awesome potential on an item like this. Size medium, just a very nice jacket. Taking a look at the tag right here. Very nice. Made in China, no big deal. Size medium. It's a beautiful item right here. $179.95. I mean, even if you pick this up for 30 bucks and it costs you 20 to ship, you're in it for 50 right there. Maybe about 13% fees on this, and you're up to maybe another 22 bucks. You're in it for 72, sell it for 179. You're profiting over $100 on an item like this. And this is what I love about clothing. You don't have to be a full-time reseller. You can go out there looking for those jackpots, looking for those diamonds in the rough, and you know, you could flip them, but you've got to do your research. That's why it's so important to go into the sold listings and research and study up and learn what brands to buy and sell. And again, there's so many things you can do. You can study the sold listings. You could watch YouTube videos. You know, you can get my 2 guides that I've got on sale right now. That's 203 brands that you could learn about. There's a link in the description. All of those things are going to help you out, all of those things, but you've got to stay consistent with your education, and you've got to go out there and consistently source. A lot of people ask, can I find these rare items? Are they out there? Yes, they are out there, but you've got to go out and actually look for them. you've got to put in your time and you've got to, put in the hard work. So here's a seller that I was actually talking about yesterday. This is one of my favorite sellers when it comes to pictures. Just based on my research over the last couple of days, take a look at this seller's store. It's Primo Offers. They've got 1,508 feedback, 100% positive. And I just love the way they take their pictures. Now, some people might say that photograph on the wall, or I don't know if it's edited in or what, but some people might say it's distracting. Maybe it is a little bit, but I think it helps this listing to stand out. And it's also branding this seller, right? This is really cool. I wouldn't even mind if this seller had like a little signature in the corner just to brand it even more, because it's so unique. You've got that colorful photograph. You've got that really cool, wooden backdrop. You've got the tag edited in and just a very clean photograph right here. This seller just flipped this cool canvas jacket, size large, for $98.95. Take a look at this seller. This seller is absolutely crushing it. I love the photographs. I'm pretty sure they're taking pictures on maybe a DSLR camera. Not sure if they're probably not using their phone to take pictures, but this is a great looking listing. Beautiful. They've got all the measurements. This seller is crushing it right here. Big shout out to Primo Offers. Keep up the good work. Austin, good to see you, Austin. Welcome. Hitting some thrifts today. Always good info in your videos. That's great, Austin. That is awesome. Let me know how you do on your journey today. Rocky says, morning, guys. Wanted to say hi. I'm going thrifting. Have a great day. That's awesome. Looks like a bunch of people are going thrifting today. Black God says, do you use a background burner when you take and edit your pictures? I'm not sure what you mean by a background burner, but when I'm editing my pictures, I'll usually increase or decrease the contrast and the brightness to make the background pop. Also, another thing you can do is you can take a light and put it behind your mannequin, and it'll create like this kind of glow around your listing. It's really cool when you go to edit it. Hey, what's up, Swamp Picker? What is happening? We got Heather the Reseller. You guys, if you want to see some cool content, go over to Heather the Reseller's YouTube channel. Give her a subscribe for me. She's crushing it over there. Wolfgang Lawrence, good to see you. Hey, what's up, Jeremy Vega? How many items do you typically find per store or sale? It really depends, guys. Sometimes I go into a thrift store and I find nothing. Other times I crush it. It really depends. It's a matter of luck. It's a matter of how hard I want to dig into the clothing racks. When it comes to clothing, when you're lazy, you usually don't do too well. You've got to typically spend at least a good hour per store to really dig through and find everything in there. So it really depends. Obviously, on half off sales, I could leave with, $500 plus worth of items. So, it really depends. I can't give you an answer. It differs greatly. Next up is, let's see. I don't know if we already talked about this, but here's a cool Conquer short sleeve shirt. This is a button front short sleeve size medium, $37.95 on this item right here. Hipperary Outpost with over 23,000 feedback. And a quick tip I want to give you folks, if you're just learning about eBay, and, maybe you're already researching brands, going through the sold listings. Maybe you picked up my guides. You're learning the brands, but you're like, how do I list these items? How do I take photographs, create titles? Like, the best advice I can give you is just go out there and model success. When you're doing your research, find some people's stores who are big clothing sellers and have a lot of feedback like this seller, and just go through their store and study their titles, study the angles that they take their pictures. How many pictures are they taking? What angles are they using? What keywords are they using? Are they, including measurements in the description, so on and so forth, and just model success. Write a list of like 10, 15, 20 sellers and study them and take notes and go from there. That's one of the best things you can do. And the last item I want to share with you is a goose down jacket, graphic black size, 2 extra large, one of these puffy jackets right here. Not the best picture. It looks like they just laid it down on the floor, which isn't bad. Good thing the jacket's so dark because it is popping a bit. $88.99. These puffer jackets do well, especially in Patagonia, North Face. What's that other brand I'm thinking about? Marmot. All these brands do really well with this particular style, even LL Bean. 90% goose down, $88 $2.99 right here. Take a look at the tag. Do not forget this tag. Be sure to inspect these items. I've found a lot of these have like little tears and rips in them because the material is so soft. So make sure to give these items a good once over or twice over, inspect them, make sure the zipper works properly. I've found a lot of these, the zippers is kind of like busted or sometimes it'll get stuck. So definitely check that out. But another great item to be on the lookout for. So hopefully this video helped you out. If you want to do this on your own, you got a couple options. Number one, just go to the eBay sold listings under men's clothing, type in Kuhl or whatever brand you want to research. Typically go to the left-hand side and I go buy it now and I search for items that are selling for over 35 because I found that that's the price point that allows me to make a profit after fees, shipping, cost of goods. And then just smash that sold listings button and go through and just research. These are all items that have sold. Multiple items are selling every single day in this brand. So just, become acquainted with the brand that's selling well, the style, the colors. Really investigate how these sellers are taking pictures, the titles, the descriptions, and just reverse engineer it. And then go out to these thrift stores like Goodwill, Salvation Army, Savers, and just look for these items. There are so many brands. There are so many opportunities out there. You're not going to find these brands every day. Some of the more rare ones you may never find. But if you research and study and put yourself out there and you take the shot, you're going to score every now and then. So hopefully this video helped you out. Again, for the next couple of days, I've got a sale running on these two guides. These are 203 brands that you're going to be able to learn about that sell really well on eBay within the men's clothing niche. And it's not just a list of brands. For each one of these brands, you're going to get a picture of the tag, estimated resale values, what you should buy, what you should avoid, buyer demand, risk, and obviously my favorite, the Raiken profit jackpot item. So you can learn more about that in the description. The first link in the description, it is down there. Let's answer some questions, see if you guys have any more. And if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. We got over 50 people watching live this morning. So definitely appreciate you all stopping by. Just taking a look at some of the comments. Swan Picker says, I have a sale before 7. That's awesome. I love waking up in the morning to sales. It's the best thing. Swift Seller is saying, where is the sold button? I couldn't find it last night when I was looking for dropship items. All you got to do is go to the left-hand side. It's right underneath show only. Free returns, completed listings, hit sold listings. You can also click completed listings and I'll show you the items that aren't selling. So that's definitely another thing that you can research right there. But hey, Kathy, what's going on? Hello from West Palm Beach. That's awesome. It's great to see you guys here. But hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. Doesn't look like we have any more questions coming in. If you do have any more questions after this video, be sure to drop a comment down below and I'll dive in and answer the questions for you. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like the video, subscribe for more content coming on a regular basis. I've got a goal of shooting 90 videos over the next 90 days. And I started that goal October 1st. So definitely crushing that goal right now. And I have a lot of videos that are going to be coming out about clothing, about eBay and Amazon and selling books and entrepreneurship. And we actually have an interview today with Caleb Roth, who is the founder of eFlip and Scout IQ. So we're going to be coming on at 3:30 Eastern time, talking about how to source textbooks, online arbitrage style without even leaving your home, and how to take advantage of the textbook season coming in January. So if you guys have been following my journey on Instagram or even here on YouTube, I've been stockpiling textbooks for the upcoming textbook rush on Amazon. And if you don't know about Amazon and textbooks, the prices, they just go berserk during that 1 month period. So definitely be on the lookout for that video. But if you guys have any questions, drop them down below afterwards and I'll answer them for you. Check out the two guides. It's 80% off this week only. So usually they're $67 each. I really dropped the price for the folks who are new right now and want to get started on a budget. And, I'm really here to help you guys out as much as I can. So with that being said, much love, much respect. Go out there, crush those thrift stores today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.